Calvin Show is now on air.
Hey guys, it's Juliana Kate.
And Christopher Alvin.
In
The Calvin Show.
Yay!
Your talk
show on where kids talk instead of boring old grown-ups.
Because who wants to listen to boring old grown-ups?
Not me, I can tell you that.
Okay, so last night I had the most disturbing dream. It wasn't even disturbing, it was just like, why can't it come true? It was a dream. So there's this guy on YouTube and his name is... What?
The best dream, might I add.
It was the best dream. Okay, so there's a guy on YouTube, his name is FouseyTube. I watch him every day, I love him. He is first, and then Roman Atwood, or the Smile More people thing, he is number 2. But FouseyTube, or Yusuf Arakat, is number 1. So, I was in my dream, and I was sleeping, and, well, of course I was sleeping if I had a dream, but, I was sleeping. My mom calls him, and she's like, yeah, we're going on a trip, we have to go, will you take my son? And so, just for that, like, even if he was gonna have me for 1 or 2 days, that would be amazing. And he said yes, and he took me. And I was at his house, and I was there for 4 days. Anyway, and so they leave, and on the first day, they get me, or I get on the plane and I get there, and, Fousey calls them up and like, yeah, he's here. And they're like, oh yeah, and we aren't ever gonna get back from our trip, we're leaving him with you. And like, yay, I was so excited. And, so on the first day I'm there, like the day after, like, cause I got there late and then I fell asleep. And so the next day, after the airplane ride, I'm there in the hotel, and we were there, and we had gotten to his apartment, and we were like, I don't know, just going through the apartment building and like seeing stuff, and I asked on the on the day after the airplane ride, I was like, so can we go and see your gym? Because he always talks about his gym, but he's not allowed to videotape in there. And so I was like, yeah, can we go see it? Or can I go see it? Or can we both go? And he's like, yeah, maybe, or yeah, soon, but not today. And then the second day, I asked him again right in the morning. And he's like, yeah, not today, I'm sorry, but I know we will for sure. And so that day we went on an elevator ride, and it was kind of like a roller coaster because it had gone all the way down the outside of the building. And his building was like a circular thing. And I was there, and we had gone like through it to all the floors, and all the walls were open so you could see out of it. And then the third day I got up, and we had just hung out with his friends. And after we had hung out, it was like the nighttime, and like, are they closed or not? And he's like, no. And I'm like, can we go see him? Or can we go to your gym? And he was like, maybe, or tomorrow we will, for sure. And so the next day, we got out of bed, and we're walking to the gym. Walk, walk, walk. We are one step away from this gym that I have always wanted to see. And when do I wake up? Yeah, right at that moment. We're one step away and I fall asleep. You don't know how mad it made me. I was like, I don't know. And then I was up this morning, like, dreaming, or like, just thinking about it. And, well, I had gotten up and I screamed at the top of my lungs. And my mom's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I just had one of the best dreams I've ever had. And so I was laying in bed, and I was just thinking about, like, what if that actually happened? I don't know. Like, when I'm 18, old enough to move out to LA, he would be 32, which he isn't, like, old, but he would probably have a family by then. I don't know. It made me mad. I was like, why?
Why? Dreams are funny like that.
It's like, why do you wake me up at this time?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I had another dream quite a while ago. I don't remember what was in it, but dreams just work so funny because Mom's radio was going off, and it was like I was singing up on stage to one of the songs that my mom had played on the radio, but the dream went perfectly together. Like, we had rode our bikes to this garage, or not a garage, but this old abandoned building, and I got up on the stage, and I was, like, standing there, and I was doing stand-up comedy, and then I just was like, hit the music, and the music started, like, so perfectly to when our radio turned on. And I started, like, halfway in the song, and they're, like, all, like, dancing. Like, I don't know, dreams work weird like that.
It's a lot odder in real life in comparison to dreams.
Say that again? Sorry.
It's a lot odder in real life in comparison to the way that dreams work.
Yeah.
Like, you probably would not be okay with your parents, like, not being your parents anymore.
I don't know. If I was gonna go stay with Boosie Yusuf, if I was gonna go stay with him, I don't know. Maybe I would be happy. I'm just kidding. I love my parents. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I don't know.
So,
I'll be 18, he'll be 32. I'll move out there. Be best friends.
Yusuf, if you're watching this, like, please babysit him for 4 days in a row and take him to your gym because that would be awesome.
I've waited all my life to go to your one gym. I mean, once in a while they'll show it, but I've just always wanted to go there. Like, I don't know, just to see it. And he has switched, he switched gyms 3 times, maybe? Or just 2 times. I don't know, but it was like, the first one he could show, the one that was at his old apartment building, and then the other one he couldn't show, or now this one he can't show. I don't remember if he had a third one. Maybe he didn't have a third one. But now this one he can't show. So it went from, like, always showing the gym to never showing the gym. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. It was like, why can't this happen in real life?
Yeah.
Have you
Or
ever
sometimes you
had
see
any
other
weird...
people doing something and you can't do it.
I know. Like, yeah, I was like sitting there crying, like, why can't this really happen to me? Have you ever had any weird dreams that you actually like really begged to come true?
Not really. Getting a dog, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I already have a guinea pig, so I guess I don't really care. But my dreams aren't usually that vivid. Like, when I wake up 5 minutes later, I'm like, what was I dreaming about today? You know? Just doesn't happen like that. For me, at least.
Some dreams are just like, there's my dream. Oh, I don't remember my dream. What was it? But I've had at least 4 or 5 dreams that I just hold on to that are like, whoa. Like, I almost had a series going on for a while because the dream would always be the same dream. It was just going on in order. So each, like, night would be a new chapter of this dream. It was so weird because it was like, the first chapter was like I was born and Tess was getting older and she asked my mom and dad to go to Girl Scout camp. There was more to it, but I'm not going to explain it because it was a while long. Like, I could go on days about how that one panned out. Anyway.
Yeah, I had a series of dreams like that too because when I was in kindergarten, my teacher passed away on like the 2nd or 3rd day of school. And I remember being in like 1st grade, and I had this weird dream where that like dead teacher came back to life and taught the entire class, and they were totally okay with it. Like this was a regular substitute, and I'm like, are you not seeing that that's our dead teacher, like right in front of us, showing us what 1 + 2 is?
Yeah. I know, and like the last chapter of that series was like, why? It like
You
was
just
leading
end
up
it
to this
right
one
there.
bridge. Tessa was going to one of her Girl Scout camps, and my parents were like, okay, we'll take you there and drop you off. And we had to drive over this bridge. Well, the bridge was like just wide enough to fit a car. Like the sides of it were touching the car. Only the
Oy.
thing was the bridge was made out of duct tape. And there were alligators underneath it.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know.
You do love duct tape. I'll give you that.
I do like duct tape. Something need fixed, duct tape it!
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that's like my sister. She just thinks tape is the answer to everything.
Yeah, I have this like $90 drone that I got from Costco in Minnesota. Well, my grandparents got it for me, and then I paid them back. Anyway, I had landed it on one arm because there's like the 4 arms of it, and I had landed it on one of the arms, and it broke it like in half, and I just duct taped it. Like, oh yeah, that'll fix it, and it has worked ever since. It's flexible just a little bit, but it still works.
Is it the drone that you used in your video?
That is the drone that I used in my video.
Okay, peeps, if you haven't checked out Christopher's drone video, please check that one out. It is awesome. Just showing sort of around...
Showing my junkyard that my
area.
parents have. I don't actually have a junkyard, but our sheds are full of junk because my grandpa, not like how me and Juju are connected. Because if you didn't know, Juju is my cousin, but not that grandparent. My other grandparent, on my
Yep.
dad's side, he owns a junkyard, and so sometimes we'll bring the junk home and we'll like sort it all out for him, and then we'll sell it. And yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, crap, I totally forgot.
I think if we've said everything, I think we're
I
out
don't
of time.
know. Hey, do you guys want to hear the joke of the day?
Oh yeah, forgot about that. Okay, so there was 3 guys. Okay, I don't know if you've heard this one. I don't think you have. Anyway, there was 3 guys, and they go out hunting. 3 dudes. Anyway, they go out and they go hunting. And the one goes out and shoots a deer, and then he comes back, and they're like, where did you get the deer? And they're like, me see deer tracks, me follow deer tracks, me see deer, me shoot deer. Next guy goes out. He comes back with the bear. They're like, where the heck did you get this huge bear? And they're like, and he was like, me see bear tracks, me follow bear tracks, me see bear, me shoot bear. Next guy goes out. He comes back with his own blood and bones. And they're like, ah, do we need to call the ER? Are you okay? And he's like, me see train track, or what happened? Me see train tracks, me follow train tracks, me see train, me shoot train. Train don't stop. Yeah, so that I think is
I know one. Well, it's more of a funny story versus a joke, but still. So basically, there are these 2 dudes, ironically, walking through the forest, and they come across this gigantic hole. And they said, "Wow, that hole is huge!" And so, just for fun, to see how deep that hole is, they throw a couple of pebbles down the hole, but they don't hear anything. And they think, well, maybe the hole is so deep that we can't really, hear the pebbles, like tiny little pebbles. So I don't know how, but they somehow managed to just roll this humongous boulder and just somehow get it down the hole. And they still don't hear a single thing. And they're like, whoa, that's a really deep hole. So next what they do is they take a railroad tie off like the side of the railroad and they throw it down the hole. There's still nothing. But literally a half a second later, this ghost just zooms across the side of the forest, straight, like going, ah! And he goes straight into the hole. And they just stare at each other for like an hour in awe. What just happened? And so, there's a farmer that comes out of the woods, and he says, "Hey, have you guys seen my goat?" And they're like, "Yeah, the weirdest thing. He just went running straight across the forest down into that huge hole over there." And he says, "Oh, it couldn't have been my goat. My goat was tied to a railroad track."
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much time do we have left?
I think we're out.
Okay, then. Well,
I think that's the end of our time.
If you are on YouTube, please like and subscribe. And make sure to leave in a comment below a funny joke that we should use in our next video. And some funny dreams that you have had lately.
Yeah. And also, if you're on YouTube, check out SoundCloud. And if you're on SoundCloud, go comment and like and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Thank you all for watching, and have an amazing day.
Love you guys.
Bye. If I can hang out.